This tutorial will give you an overview of the new Nova feature, Route Mission, which allows you to plan a flight operation along a route. So let's start with the route feature itself, what's new and how it will improve your flight planning for BVLOS operations. Compared to the other mission types, location and multi-location, you will find new elements in the Nova user interface that visualize the flight itself and the impact of weather on planned flights. In the Now section of Nova, we have added the takeoff, landing, and en route canvas, which displays all relevant parameters and evaluates if they are within the limits you have defined in your asset. The en route canvas shows the range of values the drone will experience along the flight path for each parameter, providing detailed insight into the weather conditions for the entire BVLOS flight. Below these canvases is another new element, the flight trajectory, which provides detailed information on the altitude profile along the BVLOS flight path, as well as an estimate of energy consumption and flight time. As you hover over the flight path in this new element, you will see the drone move in the map on the right, showing you the drone's actual position in the current weather conditions. Now, let's jump to how you can set up a new route mission. We start in the Mission section, which you can select from the menu bar on the left. You will see a new mission button in the top right corner. In the first step of the setup, you should choose the third and new option called Route and click Continue. In the second step, it's already automatically selected that this mission will be created from scratch. So let's move on to the third step. Here you can enter a name and an optional description for your mission. The fourth step is to define the route, which you can do by either uploading a KML file, manually adding waypoints, or selecting a route from the assets. We have a prepared route around Constance, our headquarters. Next, you need to select an aircraft, whether it is a fixed-wing aircraft or a multicopter, and give it a name. Otherwise, you can select an aircraft from your assets. After selecting the aircraft, we come to a new part in the setup which is key to the route feature. Below the aircraft type, you'll see a section with the performance set. When using the function for the first time, you need to create a new performance set which requires data on the cruise speed, the max flight speed, the rate of climb and descent, and the endurance. These values are needed for the simulation-based flight planning to determine the flight time and energy consumption. Alternatively, you can also create a new performance set in your asset manager, which you can find in the menu bar on the left. The sixth step is to create or select a set of operational limits. We are going to create an example just to finish setting up this mission, but you can define your own operational limits in the same way we defined performance limits earlier. After clicking on the Continue button, you can see a summary and finish the creation of this route mission with a button at the bottom. When creating a route mission the first time, it takes approximately 5 minutes until the mission is ready. 5 minutes are needed to complete the 168 simulations of the flights in the 7-day outlook. As soon as the circle next to the mission disappears, the simulations are ready and you can check the mission.